This story is a true story of a 6-year-old boy who fights a war during World War II and later becomes a hero of the Soviet War. The story begins in Russia, where a happy family is spending time by the river. The younger son, Sergei, is sitting on a tall tree. His brother Pentako is catching fish nearby, and his mother is washing clothes in the river. Suddenly, the sound of German fighter planes comes from above. Sergei's mother gets scared and tells both sons to hide in the bushes because it was the time of World War II. But 6-year-old little Sergei smiles and says he's not afraid, and throws a stone at his brother with his slingshot. Then the plane falls and is destroyed, but when he looks back, his mother and brother are both missing. He gets scared, and the next moment his eyes open. There is a knock on the door. He thinks his mother has returned and runs to open it. But the neighbor aunt is standing there. Sergei is very scared. She thanks God that Sergei is alive, and then says in broken words that his mother and brother are no more. The little boy doesn't understand anything. He insists he will stay at home and wait for his mother to return. The woman cries and says the Germans have attacked and they must run. She starts packing clothes, but German soldiers reach the house. The woman tells Sergei to escape through the window, but she falls after being shot. Sergei runs toward the forest. Seeing his burning house, his heart breaks. He calls out to his mother again and again and spends the night in the same forest. The next day, when he's drinking river water, he hears soldiers. He hides behind bushes scared. German soldiers sit down nearby and start eating. A snake comes close to Sergei. He is afraid but stays silent, because if the soldiers see him, they will kill him too. After a while, the soldiers leave. Hungry Sergei checks their leftovers, but finds nothing. He walks deeper into the forest, tired, scared, and injured. His sandal is torn. He sees some berries and eats them. Suddenly there is an explosion, and he is thrown far away. Still brave instead of being scared, he picks up a piece of wood ready to fight the Germans. But no one is there. Sergei is now weak and hurt. 2 Soviet soldiers arrive and take him with them. Their battalion commander. Kuznetsov is briefing soldiers, but the German scouts when a soldier walks in and says they have found a child in the forest. The commander is surprised. He sits Sergei on a bed and says not to be afraid, he is safe now. He asks his name and where he is from. Sergei replies he is from Shishikin. A soldier asks where his parents are. Sergei cries and says his mother and brother are dead. The commander puts his hand on his head and says he is brave and brave people do not cry. They feed him. Outside, soldiers write letters to their families because a big war is coming. Then the alarm rings. The German army has attacked. The real battle between Soviets and Germans begins. Sergei is injured, so he stays at base and is treated with other soldiers. The nurse smiles and says if he lets her treat his wounds, she'll give him popcorn. Sergei says he doesn't like popcorn and wants to go to the army tank. Katya smiles and says she'll give him everything once he is better. The next day, the commander visits Sergei. Sergei says that when he grows up, he will become a soldier. The commander smiles and says he is very brave. Sergei asks if he has a medal and pistol. The commander shows his medal and pistol and says he got it from a general for fighting bravely. Sergei asks if he has a plane. The commander says no. Sergei draws a plane on his hand. Outside, Katya talks about Sergei and suggests keeping him there because his parents are gone. But the commander says seriously there is no place for him here. It is a battlefield, and his life is in danger. Katya becomes sad. Sergei befriends a soldier named Zora, who brings him a toy bin he likes. At night, Katya says she wants Sergei to stay, but the commander plans to send him away. A soldier asks the commander not to send Sergei because everyone loves him. But the commander says his life is in danger, and he has signed papers to send him to an orphanage. The soldier leaves sadly. The commander is sad too. The next day a car is ordered for Sergei. Sergei salutes the commander like a soldier. They stay alone for a moment. The commander gives him a wooden gun. Sergei is happy and hugs him. He cries and says he doesn't want to go, that they will kill him and he wants to stay. The commander becomes emotional and asks Sergei if he wants to be his son. Sergei agrees happily. The commander tears up the orphanage papers. At night, soldiers prepare a uniform for Sergei. The commander wakes him and says a soldier never sleeps long and must be ready. Sergei wears the uniform and walks out proudly. All soldiers salute him, but German planes attack. Many soldiers are injured. Sergei asks about the commander and Katya, but no one answers. Finally, he asks a doctor if they are alive. The doctor coldly says who and what happened in the war. People don't ask about such things. For a soldier, the purpose of war is only one: to bring victory to his country. Many of our soldiers are injured. You take care of them. Sergei immediately starts giving water to all the wounded soldiers. A soldier gives Sergei a letter. It was sent to that soldier by his family. Sergei reads the letter out loud. Everything is fine at home. Your cow is healthy and giving plenty of milk. We will win this war. A slight smile appears on the soldier's face. In the next scene, Aunt Katya is shown putting Sergei to sleep. In the meantime, the commander arrives there. The commander loves Katya and was probably just about to confess his feelings. When Sergei wakes up, he sees the commander and becomes very happy and hugs him. The commander takes Sergei out for a walk. On the way, Sergei asks, "Who should I thank for my dress?" The commander takes him to the tailor's tent, but the tent was destroyed in the German plane attack. Seeing this, Sergei becomes very sad. The commander gently tells him, "In war, there isn't even time to say small thank yous like this." The next day, the commander is planning with his team about what to do next. Sergei arrives there and asks, "What is my mission today that I need to complete?" The commander tells him, "A truck is arriving soon with letters for the soldiers. You must collect the letters and deliver them to everyone." Sergei sets off with the letters and delivers them one by one. But Sergei is a little mischievous. He makes the soldiers dance in exchange for the letters. The soldiers laugh and happily start dancing. The next day, Sergei is scouting around the nearby areas, watching everything with his binoculars. Then he spots the foot of a hidden soldier in the grass. He quickly runs back and informs the regiment. The soldiers take everyone there and inspect the spot. The Soviet soldiers cleverly capture those German spies, who are secretly watching them. Everyone is very happy with Sergei's work. The commander tells Sergei, "We have received permission from the government. From today, you are my son." Sergei becomes very happy. The commander takes him to share the news with Aunt Katya. Katya is sitting by the river. Just then, a soldier arrives and gives Katya a bouquet of flowers. "After the war, I will bring you even better flowers, because I love you." Katya and that soldier start talking. The commander sees and hears all of this and becomes very sad because he also loves Katya. Sergei goes to Katya and says, "I'm not alone. The commander has also come." The commander stands there for a moment and then slowly walks away. A few days later, the war scene is shown again. Sergei is carrying crates of bullets for the rifles. He gives one crate to a soldier and returns to the camp. The commander is watching the battlefield with binoculars when a soldier comes and reports, "Someone has cut the wire. We can't contact the control room." The commander immediately orders, "Go fix that wire right now." The soldier leaves. Silently, Sergei follows him. The soldier gets injured by a German attack. Sergei asks the wounded soldier, "Where should I connect the wires?" The soldier barely answers. "Join both wires together. The signal will return." Bravely, Sergei connects the wires and completes the task. That night, Sergei asks a soldier, "How do people get married?" The soldier smiles and replies, "First they fall in love with each other, and then they get married." Sergei gets an idea. The next day, he goes to Katya and says, "The commander is very sick and isn't eating or drinking anything." Katya quickly gathers her things and goes with Sergei to the commander. Sergei leaves them alone. Katya asks the commander, "Why aren't you eating or drinking?" The commander smiles slightly and asks, "Who told you this?" Katya answers, "Sergei told me." "I'm perfectly fine," he says. "You don't need to worry." Katya leaves without saying anything. The commander wonders if he said something wrong and follows her. Meanwhile, Sergei is standing on a lookout post, watching the area with his binoculars. He spots a cat and hears dogs barking. He goes to the dogs and asks a soldier, "Can I ride on them?" The soldier says yes. Sergei gets very happy and enjoys the ride. But suddenly the dogs see the cat and start chasing it in the direction where mines are planted. Just then, a soldier arrives on a bike. and blocks the dogs, stopping them. Sergei stays safe. Then we see the commander and Katya together. The commander confesses his feelings and asks, "Will you become Sergei's mother?" Katya says yes. Just then a postman arrives and says, "Commander, a letter has come from army headquarters." The commander tells him to leave. The next day, the commander, soldiers, and Sergei are leaving to relocate their base camp. The headquarters letter said they must build a new base somewhere else. On the way, the commander and soldiers stop in a village to have lunch. They enter a house and begin eating. A man comes and says, "A German bomb broke through the roof and fell inside the house. A hole has formed in the floor, but it hasn't exploded yet. I covered it." The commander orders everyone, "Leave the house immediately." The soldiers remove the bomb and take it to a safe place. Sergei is sitting in the commander's jeep, playing with his pistol, when suddenly an explosion occurs. Many soldiers are injured. The commander is also wounded and orders everyone to move ahead. The scene changes. The commander is speaking with a general. He reports, "I have gathered all the soldiers." Sergei arrives, salutes, and asks, "Commander, what is my mission today?" Smiling, the commander says, "Today you must check everyone's uniform." Sergei starts his mission. He calls the soldiers and asks, "Those whose shoes are torn to step forward." A soldier writes down their names. Then Sergei goes to the general and says, "I wrote the names of the soldiers whose shoes are torn." The general praises Sergei. The next day, Sergei is given a medal because he was very brave in this battle. Also, the commander's battalion is honored with the guard unit flag. All the soldiers dance happily. But at night during battle, the commander is hit by a wisp coat and becomes very injured. Seeing this, Sergei is very sad. Katya tells him the commander is alive and fine. Sergei goes to him. Seeing the commander wounded, he starts crying. Slowly, the commander tells him not to cry. A soldier never cries. The next day, Sergei leaves with his battalion. The battle is over, and Germany has surrendered. Sergei and the battalion head to Poland for the second battle. Sergei's story teaches us not only bravery, but also the power of courage, emotion, and hope.